What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rodney, and what is good? I know what time of the week it is. It is Graphic Design Tuesdays. For this week's video, I've decided not to do a tutorial. I know it's, catastrophic, but it's okay because I don't want my YouTube channel to be a whole bunch of tutorials. We're really not really talking about some of the issues that we face as being a graphic designer or being a photographer or being anybody that is creative, that creates things or any type of art. And the main thing that I know that for me when I first started off, and I still struggle with this a little bit, was self-confidence. Gaining self-confidence in myself, gaining self-confidence in my work, gaining self-confidence in my craft. Like everything that I was doing in graphic design was lacking a little self-confidence. So for this video, what I've decided is I'm gonna give you at least 3 tips on how to overcome how to overcome low self-esteem when it comes to your business, when it comes to your art, when it comes to your craft, when it comes to your work, and when it comes to you being a creative person. Before we do get into these 3 tips, if it's your first time ever seeing me or know my existence, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give me a big thumbs up on this video. It helps me out a lot. So let's go ahead and get to this week's video. 3 tips on how to overcome low self-esteem. Let's get into it. I want to say this. Being a graphic designer, a photographer, and a videographer, whatever you're doing that presents a look, if you're a creative entrepreneur, whatever you are in this field, this work is not easy. And I wish that everybody will understand that, especially people who are in the business field like myself, and you deal with clients. They don't understand that this stuff takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time out of your day. It takes a lot of time out in your mind. I mean, it's just, there's so many things that you go through being a graphic designer, a photographer, or a videographer. Just being a creative person, it just takes a lot of time and a lot of energy out of you. The first tip on how to gain self-confidence and how to overcome low self-esteem when it comes to being a videographer, photographer, graphic designer is to not look at Instagram so much. Especially if you have that favorite person who you look up to, like, you're trying to be like them in the photography, or you're trying to be like them in, graphic design, or you're trying to be like them as being a director or an editor. Like, don't look at their stuff every day. That is really gonna put a damper on your mood and damper on your own creativity. I know when I first started off, I had my favorite person that I always go look to if I have like a client or a project had to get done, and I will go to their page for inspiration. And as I was looking at their stuff, I was like, man, I can't get nothing, nothing's coming to me, I'm not a graphic designer. And then I would start picking up like my previous work, and then I would like put a damper on myself because I was always doing compare and contrast when it comes to my work and my favorite graphic designer's work. What to do is disconnect from their page for a couple weeks. So I was able to at least get some self-confidence back to myself. Always looking at their page, if you find yourself when you're, stuck creatively trying to get a project done, you'll always find yourself going to their page. Don't do that. Rely on your own creativity. If you go to their page, I promise you, it's gonna put a damper on your mood. It's gonna put a damper on what you're trying to do. It's gonna put a damper on what you're trying to accomplish. It's also gonna put a damper on your client. You do not want that to happen because, one, you're wasting time looking at their pages where you could be relying on your own creativity. I know that's hard to say, but don't look at their pages. You stay off of it for a few weeks, because that is going to really, really help you gain your self-confidence in your own work, because it's really going to help you to really rely on your own self. Not always looking at their work. And the number 2 way of how to gain self-confidence, and how to overcome low self-esteem when it comes to your work is to look at inspirations. Get on Pinterest. I have a Pinterest wall where there's nothing but inspiration. So I'm prepared. It's like a prepare before I actually do get that client, because why? I've been looking at other people's stuff. I've always been trying stuff. And another thing is to try stuff daily. I cannot stress this enough. Do something new. Try to learn something new every day. 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 Do not waste your time being lazy and wait on that client. When you finally get the client, it takes you over 3 days to get it done because why? You don't have an inspiration. You haven't been looking at anybody else's artwork. You haven't been pinning stuff. You haven't been, learning new stuff. Learning new stuff and getting inspirations. It will help you when you do get that client because you're not going to spend too much time on trying to muster up, trying to rush and muster up a design or muster up a edit or muster up, something to get done. You already have that inspiration. You already know what to do because why? You've been practicing and you've been looking at other inspiration. You've been wanting to try different stuff. So do not be lazy when it comes to this. Always learn something new. I'm always learning something new every day. When I started doing graphic design, I just looked at basic tutorials on tools. And when I finally did get my first paid client, I knew what I wanted to do. I know the direction I was wanting to go. I didn't, get stuck in graphic design traffic or creative traffic. I was able to flow the way I wanted to flow. I was able to do what I wanted to do because I was gaining inspiration. I was learning something new, and when I learned something new, I used that on my client, and my client loves it. And the client will appreciate when you start learning new stuff daily. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be, they're gonna be waiting on their project, and it's anticipation of waiting on something, really stretch people's nerves to part. So you really want to learn something new, get some inspirations, pin some pins on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great tool to use if you're trying to get inspirations on graphic design, photography, edits, whatever you're trying to do. Pinterest is it. Create your wall. If you want to go on my Pinterest wall, I have about 2 or 3 walls that are full of pins of graphic design work that I have wanted to try or that I pull from when I do have a client. So get a picture, gain inspiration so when you do get the client, you're not going to be in low self-esteem because I'm telling you, once you have that finally do have that client and then you have not been pinning stuff, have not been learning something new, you are going to be stuck mentally. Like you're not going to be able to really produce anything. You're going to try different stuff, but it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work. So gaining that, that prepared work before you actually go to work will help. Because I know every time I don't learn something new or I don't gain, I don't go on Pinterest or look at different people's stuff, or get inspiration from that, I always find myself going to my favorite graphic design Instagram page and just like scrolling through the walls, looking at all that stuff. Why? Because I haven't been gaining inspiration, and then I start getting to this low self-esteem and depression because I don't think my work is big enough, and once you start get into that, it takes you forever to get out, and you're gonna waste so much time because you're putting all the attention on you and all the attention on your previous work. So being prepared will always cut that low self-esteem, always cut that feel low about your work and feel low about what you're doing. So y'all, get some inspiration, learn something new every day. The last way to gain inspiration and how to cut low self-esteem is to be patient. I cannot say this enough. Patience is a key when it comes to graphic design, when it comes to anything in the arts and media field. Be patient. Do not rush the process of being creative. Creativity develops over time. You're not going to be a creative in 24 hours. Trust me, it's just not going to happen. I'm 5 years into this thing and I'm always, learning something new about myself, being creative every day. I rush it, learn something new every day. Like I said before, learning something new is, I'm telling you, it's going to cut a lot of times, especially for us that are in the business, and you have clients, on a daily basis. Gaining inspiration is going to help you, cut that time of trying to, muster up something really, really fast. I've done that, so I already know how I feel. So look at inspirations, you guys. Be patient. Do not rush graphic design. Graphic design is something that literally is a mental thing. I wish people understand that it's a mental thing. So this thing has to come here first before it comes to our fingertips. Now that's it for this week's video for graphic design tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy all 3 of my tips, again, go ahead and hit the like button. And if this is your first time back to my channel, like I said before the beginning of this video, go ahead and subscribe button. Guys, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.